What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Rich Tate Perfect, and I'm back at y'all with another video. And in today's video, we're gonna be looking over a trade I took on Monday, December 15th. So I might post a video today. I might post it tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow, y'all be seeing it the next day. So I took this trade today on NQ. I just kind of run through it a little bit. I might as well get out the replay mode because I don't really care to show y'all the before. Just know I caught these shorts. People can vouch. I mean, a lot of people shorted today. My boys over at HMT, shout out to Marcus, they went short today as well. And I kind of caught a similar move. So I just kind of want to break down my process about how I was looking at today. Because when I came into this today, I really wasn't seeing the shorts until I just zoomed out. I just missed something. So, I mean, going into today, obviously we were bearish, but I was confused as if we were going to push back higher. But I understand that would have easily been avoided if I would have just paid attention to the left. So as y'all can see, I'm gonna mark my previous day highs and lows like I always do, and we are on NQ. So I marked the high of the day and the low of the day before the drop, which would have been, okay, at this point I can run it back a little bit. All right, so we run it back before the drop, right? The low of the day is here. And then we have the high of the day, which is up here. So going into open, I honestly, at first I was thinking we was gonna retrace into this fair value gap, all right, and possibly go higher. But we have this fair value gap to the left, right? Have that fair value gap to the left, and then also we have this area of interest that was broken like heavily, right? It was broken heavily. So I like area of interest. I really don't use it that much. It was something that I learned with gold, but I realized that it's something that you can use for in Q as well. So we have the 1 hour time frame, and zoom out to the 4 hour time frame. It's also an area of interest. Price broke this low, right, and is just retesting it. So it really didn't take much for me to know that we were, for one, bearish. The previous day is bearish. We had a gap left behind. I don't know why I was looking for price to go long here. There was nowhere indicating that we were bullish yet. I just seen like we were bullish for London. But if we're at the high today for NQ, what I always say, price likes to fall at the high today and it likes to shoot at the low of the day. So if we have the previous day high way up here and we have the previous day low right here, it's not really that far. We have bearish price action from the previous day, and then we have a break of this 1 hour low, closure below, and a retest. So going into this, I really want to see price essentially just dump. I just want to see it dump. And so when I looked at the 4 hour, because I wanted to get a fib in here somewhere. If we're going to go shorter, I need a fib showing me a level where I can get into continue, right? So if we go to the 4 hour time frame, right, I pulled a fib from the previous day high. Not the previous day high, excuse me, y'all. I went from the high of this 4 hour move that broke this low. So these lows right here, where you see the cursor, when this low got broken and it pushed through and closed and we stopped here, right? We stopped here. I'm dragging this over because I want to see how price reacts at this 38.20% level and a 50% level, right? So if price would have came up to this 50%, it could have retraced, right? So at 7 o'clock, right before 8 o'clock open, we're here. So we're literally at the 38.20%. So we either got two choices. Either price is going to straight dump, or price is going to play around a bit, go up to the 50, maybe fill this gap and then dump. But I want to scale in on the lower time frame because I want to be to give you guys a better entry. And then also with the daily time frame, there's an imbalance gap, and the imbalance gap is simply like just a wick, like the previous wick. So it'll be this candle here, this candle, this long stick, this long wick right here. Price came down, went up, price closed down below. So if price were to retest, these are just all confluences that are lining up, and these are just things I look for. I look for daily imbalances, or I look for, I just like seeing a move. I know I could pull a fib when there's just a series of bearish candles, and then we first get our first retracement. I'm pulling a fib, and that's why I always like to look for top down, because if I'm trying to pull a fib on this time frame, right? If I try to pull a fib on a 1 hour, I'm looking at what happened during that entire day. And it's like the only fib I'll be able to pull from is here, right? Even if we pull from here, we're at the 50, but it's just not clean, right? I want to see a full move. This bearishness didn't just start right here; it started here. So that's why I went to the 4 hour time frame. And it's just things that I kind of do that just help me out, right? So I'm gonna just draw it out for you guys. You got this high. So this low. We're looking to get an entry somewhere here at this 38.20 or the 50. So in this case, it was at the 38.20. And what just gave me the trigger, I'm just go to a lower time frame for y'all. So I get into the market at 8:30ish, right? I'm looking for opportunities at this candle. And I understood that since I have a high time frame bias, I need to be able to take advantage of the entry on a smaller time frame. So what I was able to see here, you guys see we have fair value gaps that we just want to see disrespected. If we are seeing a bearish bias, right, we want to see runs of certain highs. So we have a run of the Asian session high. We're at the high today, right? We ran this little high up here. It's like a false break, essentially. So once price went above this like 1 hour high and this 1 hour high, like the moment we hit this 1 hour high here or in here, I'm about to show y'all something. Let's go down to the 5 minute. We're bullish up until we get up here. We get one bullish engulfing, and then right after that we get a bearish engulfing, big bearish candle, right? There's a fair value gap here, right? So before, as I'm looking at this, I'm looking for this fair value gap right here to get disrespected, because once this gets disrespected, I can turn this into an inverse fair value gap. And once we get that inverse fair value gap, you can get an entry literally at the fill of this candle, or at the exit of the, not the fill of the candle, but the fill of the fair value gap, or as it's leaving. Like if you want to make sure it's bearish, you can enter here to be aggressive, or you can enter here. Now I did enter here because I have multiple confluences lining up. We're bearish. Why? We are bearish because previous day is bearish, right? We're in a bearish trend. We're at an area of interest that price broke these equal lows, broke below, and then we retested it. This move that broke this low, I pulled a fib from the 4 hour time frame, from the top to the bottom. All these bearish 4 hour candles, once we get our first bullish candle, right, or we get a huge wick back to the upside after we ran this low, we want to find a point where we can take advantage of the retracement. Just because price starts going up doesn't mean it's going to come eat all of this up, right? We could zoom all the way out on a bigger time frame and kind of see like if price wants to go higher, where would it go higher from? There's different areas, right? We could have went up after running this low, but at the end of the day, this is the first initial move. You don't want to go too far back wondering when are we going to go back into a bullish trend. Right here, what we see from here to here, we are bearish until otherwise. We ran this low, so there's no reason to look for buys until we break a high or we break some type of structure to the upside. All right, so we're bearish. Okay, so just want to go back to where I was. 5-minute time frame, right? We know we're bearish. I just showed y'all why we're bearish. So when we're here, we want to find a safe entry, right? Right here, there's nothing really for me saying this is going short just about yet, right? But at the 38.20%, which is this gold line, we get this big giant bearish candle after, and we go past this 5-minute fair value gap. Ooh, turn that off. All right, this is a fair value gap. If you don't know what fair value gap is, you can look it up, but price literally went straight through it, and we want to see a retest to this level. We got a retest into the inverse fair value gap, and then boom, we get our entry. What are we targeting? I have a high time frame bias, right? I know we're going short. So what I've been working on lately with HMT, shout out to Marcus, is getting these low time frame entries, so that way I can maximize on the bigger picture. So if we look, y'all got the entry, right? We got the break, like the disrespect of this fair value gap, and then a retest, right? When we zoom out, we realize on the big time frame, we broke these lows and we're retesting a fib retracement level, 38.20%, and we're retesting an area of interest. Price broke a low here, right? We broke this low and we're retesting it. At the same token, we got an inverse fair value gap in there that's being disrespected, ready to show we're ready for some bearish movement. Now, with the fib, I can literally have a fib from the 38.20 and I can target all the way to this 25%. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen today, right? Just depending on how big the move is. If it's a 4-hour move and it's a 4-hour fib, I'm not looking to target the 25, but I can at least target the next level of liquidity, which is what? The previous day low, which is something that I always mark up. That's the first thing y'all see me mark up when I got on the charts today, okay? So make sure you guys like run this video back, and if there's some things that confuse you, leave them down in the comment section below. Follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna put my Instagram on the screen, as y'all can see. Dang, I didn't even realize my picture is right here where my Instagram will be. So today my Instagram is gonna be on that side. My Instagram gonna be over there instead of over here, because I left my camera over here. But yes, so realistically, let me pull this out for you guys. I can go down to the 15-minute a little bit just so I can, like, y'all can see the candles a bit better. So if I got the entry at 38.20, the fib retracement is just showing a continuation to the level before we can say the move is complete, which is 25%. Okay, if you guys need my fib settings so you guys can understand, here are my fib settings. These are the levels that I use for continuation in the market. No matter if I'm bullish, no matter if I'm bearish, these are the fib levels I use, and I have different templates. To be real with you guys, I don't even need all these other ones. I don't need a 0.786, but I probably do need that 0.61. But my main go-tos are 38 and 50. So I'm gonna show you guys that. I have multiple templates here. I have the continuation, which I believe is just a 38, right? And then I also have the 50 continuation that has a 50 and a 38. So this is really like my go-to. It's what I really need to keep here, right? so you guys can see. I just want to change the color of this real quick, honestly, while we're here. I like that being gold. Okay. And then 25. Where is that 25? Yeah, that minus 25 green. And then the 50 green. I'm gonna save this actually. I'm gonna save this as my continuation one. All right, boom. So now when we zoom back out, let me show you guys that. So entry, exit. This is like TP, like these are my different TPs. So if I get an entry off of 38.20, I know I can target at least a 0% guaranteed. And if the move is really big, I'm just gonna target that, because that move was 260 points. 260 points on NQ. If you're using minis, that's a lot of money. But micros is kind of where it's safe at right now until you have a count that's at least over. I mean, if you're trading a 150K, you're safe. But if you're doing 50K to 100K, just you can stay with the minis. I mean, the micros. So we don't want to be greedy, right? I have a good entry on the 5-minute. Once again, inverse fair value gap is an entry trigger because that's the best time we can get an entry off of the move. We don't want to just get in because it hits the 38.20. It's not enough. We want price action to give us something that we can actually enter off of. If I say just wait for it to get to this 38.20%, it's like you could be taking a risk because it can go up to 50 and you're going to get stopped out, right? Another one, if you wanted to, you could take the entry here at the close of this bearish candle, but your drawdown would just be the retest of the inverse fair value gap. But if you just open your mind to see that, now you can just wait and be patient for a retest. All right. So on the big time frame, we did a break and a retest. On the smaller time frame, we're doing a bearish engulfing and a retest of the inverse fair value gap. So you see how you make the higher time frame align with the lower time frame, and then boom, right after that, we literally got an immediate dump. Okay, dying. Now this took a little bit of time, but this type of move, 256 points in about it was about a good hour, almost an hour of just dumping. Caught that whole move in about 1 hour. 256 points on NQ1 contract. Oh, that's so much. That's so much. I'm trying to do the math in my head right now. I know 1,000. Damn, dude. I can't even do the math on that. It's not some guapo. It's a lot of money. Now, I'm the math guy. I can't believe I can't figure that out right now. I just don't have my little points situated. Oh wait, yes I do. 50 points for one contract is $1,000. All right. So if this is 250, this is a 5K trade. If you're trading one mini, $5,000. Okay, $5,000 in 1 hour, right? And once again, y'all, I am demo trading right now. So anybody want to talk, mess in the comments. Oh, you're demo trading. That's fine. I really don't care. We ain't worried about you, gang. I'm here to give you the setup. Meaning anybody could take this exact same setup and make $2,000 today. Marcus made $2,000 today. Somebody made $1,700 today. Okay. I'm demo trading. I said I wasn't trading for the rest of the month, but I'm keeping my skills sharp. I'm practicing my rules and my discipline. If you was part of the journey, you will understand that. So whatever you got to say doesn't really matter. I'm here giving sauce on how I see the market to help others achieve their goals and their dreams. And that's what it's all about. So we can simplify this one last time. This trade has 3 confluences. We have a bearish market. We have a 4-hour fib pull, right, from the top of this move here. From the top of this move here, right, having a 38.20% extension. I pulled this move because it broke the low. Anytime a move does something important and you want to capitalize on it, you use fib. If we have a huge dump and we run a low and we go straight past the low and then we start heading up, know we're bearish and that we can continue it. Know that we're bullish and then we can continue it. If we break a certain highs, we shoot and then we come back down, we're retracing to keep pushing higher. We didn't just break a low just to go the other way unless it's a false break. And if it was a false break, there's a reason why it stopped there. You will see a fair value gap. You will see an imbalance gap. You will see some type of price action to let you know why it went up. Okay. There's probably also a fib that you could pull from way back to understand why something is going the opposite way. I'm just telling you when to pull a fib. Okay. So we got a bearish previous day, right? We go down to the 1 hour. Previous day, bearish. We are at the high of the day, right? We are retesting an area of interest that was broken on the 1 hour time frame in the 4 hour time frame. The daily time frame also has an imbalance gap at the same exact area, and it just all lines up. Okay. So on the lower time frame, we look for our entry at this area. We look for price to give us a reason why we're going to go short. Boom, leading up into market open, we see a fair value gap to the upside. We are bearish. What would we want to see to really know we're ready to go short? We want to see this fair value gap get disrespected to the downside with this bearish engulfing at this area, showing that we are ready to head down. We get a retest at the fair value gap, which is now an inverse fair value gap, and we run it all the way down to the previous day low, which is our next level of liquidity. So boom, there you go. I know it got a little tricky up in there. I know explanations can get out of whack, but I really just want to show you guys how I'm thinking about it, and I zoom it all out just to simplify piece by piece by piece. What did I do first? Start with previous day lows and previous day highs. High today, low today. This is only for NQ. And then from there, I just start cooking. What are we seeing with price action? We seeing we want to short. We got this big giant candle, meaning we are bearish. Broken lows. You know what I'm saying? If we were bullish, we'll be having a big candle back to the upside, disrespecting any type of short-term fib. Okay. If you guys have any questions, okay, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram. Let me know down in the comment section below. I just want to know that everybody gets something that I said. Take something away from how I view the charts. You don't have to trade exactly like me, but I'm understanding that this is the system that's going to get me to where I want to get to. All I have to do is believe in it and continue to work on it. You know, I have my high time frame bias. We're going to work on that low time frame bias to get the best entries. And over time, we're going to cook. I want y'all to see the risk to reward on this, okay? If I'm getting in here, it's like, I just get so confident. Like, my stop loss really doesn't have to go too far from this fair value gap, because once it fell, right, I only like risking 60 points max on NQ anyway. So if I risk 60 points, I mean, we getting a 4-to-1, right, at the previous day low. So it was like a 4-to-1 trade. I would never risk more than 60 points, especially on NQ. Now MNQ, sure, but since when are we ever going to use a 120 stop? Like, at that point, probably shouldn't be in the market. There was probably some big ass news event that we're about to retrace, and you don't want to be caught up in that. But yeah, that's it for this video. Don't want to take it on too long. This is just something I'm giving. A lot of y'all don't really watch these videos, but it's still an upload for me. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to stay consistent with any way I get content in. So if you guys want to learn how to trade, if you guys want more information, y'all can DM me on Instagram. You guys can join the team with FBA, right, with my mentor Andre, and we have everything in there for you if you want to learn the system. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, we could work something out. I can show y'all everything I know, but I really don't need it. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the point I just want to get my life at another level, and then I will feel more comfortable helping others get there. But it's best to catch the fish. It's best to catch the egg while it's hatching. You don't want to wait until it's a dinosaur and then ask for its advice. You know, we kind of like on the bigger and better things. But my goal here is to help. So I'm kidding. I'm the dinosaur that's gonna help. Don't worry. All right. I love y'all. Keep God first. Keep grinding and growing. I'm catch you guys in the next video for some more psychology tips. I love you all. We're about to hit 600 subs, so shout out to y'all. We just keep on growing, man. You just keep on growing. I just hit 500. I didn't even get to enjoy 500 because of all y'all supporting. So that's it. All peace and blessings. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.